What's up, guys? I got a Panthers recap for you today. This is my first ever football recap. If you guys have watched my stuff in the past, you know it's pretty much been strictly NBA, but I'm going to UNCC now, so I'm actually up in Charlotte, so I have availability to do some other stuff, so try to dive into some different stuff. Um, one player had a signing, and then I went to a couple practices to get some stuff done. I'm going to go do a couple more throughout the year. Finish getting some stuff, but just thought I'd make a recap for what I've gotten so far. But yeah, we're gonna jump into it. First off, wide receiver Devin Funchess had a signing at a local sporting goods store, so I went to that. Had to get a little help because there was a ton of people there. It was crazy. Kind of worried I didn't get there in time, but got him nonetheless. First off, got him on a rookie card, so I was happy about that. I think he's got pretty good potential. Second round pick last year, and played pretty good in Kelvin Benjamin's absence since he was injured last year. But yeah, really hope that potential pays off based off of this here. This was supposed to be a team ball, but he just took it and signed it huge before I could say anything. So it is what it is. Where he signed it so big, I'm just leaving just him on it. So hopefully he pans out. If he does become pretty good, it's a win. And if he doesn't, you can always wipe it and make it a blank canvas. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool to get him though. Pretty happy about everything all in all. Don't really have too many complaints there. Now into my actual team ball here. Gonna jump into it. This I mainly used for guys that I wanted that didn't have cards, because NFL's not like NBA or baseball where practically everybody's got a card, and cards is what I collect. You guys know that if you've watched any of my other videos. But yeah, went for some guys. Got some pretty solid players on here. Hope to get a big name right there beside the logo. That's what I'm saving that for. But going to get my cards done for some of these guys first. But gonna jump into, I got AJ Klein, who's a linebacker. He's Luke Kuechly's backup, but he plays quite a bit, so I got him on there. Then I got Paul Soliai, who is a defensive tackle. They just signed this year. He's actually made a Pro Bowl in the past, I think when he was in Miami. Then down here I got Robert McClain, who's a cornerback. He played quite a bit in the first game, so he should be in rotation. Down here I got third round pick Daryl Worley. He's a starting cornerback. Super nice guy, one of the nicest guys that I've met on the team so far, so it was really cool to get him. Got starting tackle Mike Remmers right here. Really cool guy, really funny. It was funny. He asked me if I had any cards of him, and I was like, I looked you up, man, but you don't have any. Which, I mean, like I said, a lot of NFL, but especially linemen, they're not going to have that many. But it was funny. He's like, it's okay, man, I'm not that special, but he's really funny. It was cool to get him. Then I got wide receiver Brenton Burson, defensive back Leonard Johnson, kicker Graham Gano, and linebacker David Mayo. And then on the backside here, I got guard Trey Turner. He's a Pro Bowler last year. Really good player. He's super nice too. Then down here, I got Demir Bird. He's a wide receiver. He made the team this year. They rant and raved about him in the preseason, so hopefully he'll become a pretty solid player for him. I really liked him in South Carolina when he was in college. And then got Devin Funchess once again. Got him at practice. Thank God he didn't sign this ball as huge as the other one. So yeah, got him. Pretty much done with him now, so that's cool. And now jumping into cards. I got offensive lineman David Yankee. Pretty sure he's on the practice squad, but he was a All-American, I think, 2 years at Stanford, so he's a really good lineman in college, so hopefully he pans out, but got him on a card nonetheless. Next up, I got fifth round pick Zach Sanchez. He's on the practice squad for right now too, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably be on the 53-man roster before too long. He was really good in college, so hopefully he'll develop and become a solid player. Next up, I got rookie linebacker Jeremy Cash. He played safety in college, but Panthers converted him to linebacker. He made the team this year as an undrafted free agent. He was an absolute beast at Duke. He honestly should have been drafted. But yeah, it was cool to get him. Next up, I got backup quarterback Derek Anderson. Started for a couple different teams. One of the best backups in the league. But he was really cool. Happy to get him. Next up, I got kick returner and running back Fozzie Whitaker, another super nice guy. I was happy to get him. I like him a lot, actually. Just, I don't know, something about him. And then got the punter, Andy Lee. We just traded for him just a little bit ago, but he's really cool. He's one of the best punters in the league, so it's cool to get him. Next up, I got rookie cornerback James Bradbury, second round pick, starter for him this year. So I think he's got pretty good potential. So hopefully he does good. He's a super nice guy too. So I was happy to get him. Next up, I got tight end Ed Dixon. He's their second tight end. It was funny. He was actually really pleased that I had a card for him. You could tell he was satisfied while he was signing it. And he was like, I'm glad you got one for me, because if it was one of Luke or something, I would have been like, nah. But yeah, actually, when I was younger, I grew up a Ravens fan. I don't really know why. I just always was a fan of the Ravens, so it was cool to meet him. Next up, I got starting cornerback Bené Benwickery. A really nice guy. Carried a little conversation with him. He was really cool, but I like him a lot. He's pretty solid. Honestly, I think he'll be really good one day, so I was really happy to get him. Got the first round pick this year, Vernon Butler, out of Louisiana Tech, which is in Charlotte's conference, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, he was a nice guy. I was happy to get him done. He got a sack in the first game against the Broncos, so I think he'll be pretty good. Next up, I got the first round pick from last year, Shaq Thompson. He didn't really have much to say, but I got him nonetheless, so I was happy about that. Next up, I got Star Lotulelei, starting lineman, or defensive lineman. He's pretty solid. He was a first round pick in 2013, so it's cool to get him. And next up, I got Pro Bowl defensive tackle from last year, Kawan Short. I was happy to get him. He's one of my favorite players on the team. I hope they sign him long term, but the way everything went with like Josh Norman and such, you never really know. So, happy to get him. And then lastly but not least, hands down the best item I got so far, I got a rookie card signed by Luke Kuechly. Easily one of the best defensive players in the league. One defensive player of the year. He's just an absolute freaking monster. So really happy to get that done. He ran with a black, but it still looks really good. So happy to get this done, because he's kind of since the Panthers have gotten good here recently, a lot of the star players are really hit or miss. So I'm going to make a couple trips to get some of these guys, but really happy to get him done. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I'll be back out there at some point to work on some other stuff, like getting my ball filled up, and I still got some cards for a good handful of players I try to get done at one point or another. But yeah, guys, just be on the lookout for some different stuff. Now that I'm up here in Charlotte, and plus the NBA is right around the corner for me to start doing that again. So just be on the lookout, guys. Until next time, I'm out.